Hi everybody, this is Beth McCullough. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Des Moines, Iowa in the USA. And welcome to the very first Night Angels Global Video Hop. We are so happy you're here. I actually do live videos every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central, and I always have my sweet husband Steve with me.
Hi everybody.
So I haven't really told you, honey, how do you feel about being a night angel?
There's worse things I could be. I mean, it's better than a night devil.
I don't know if I mentioned to Sandy McCullough, the leader, that
Great
you do
last
these,
name, by the way.
Right. How do you think we got in? We spelled our name right.
Oh, there you go.
But I don't know if I mentioned that you do the videos with me, so if you don't see me next month, you know what happened.
So we're kind of like a package, a two-for deal?
We're a package. Okay. We go together. Okay, what we're making tonight, we could pick anything out of the mini catalog. Well, I love making bright and happy cards.
Kind of your signature.
It is. So when I saw this Merry and Bright paper in the catalog, I bought a lot. This was the very first thing on my list. So I wanted to make it tonight for you. Another thing is the holiday season's coming up. How many times are you running out the door and you need a host gift, or you need a little gift for a friend that you're seeing for lunch or whatever?
It always seems to be the last minute for us.
For me, it might be the last minute. I don't think about the gift until the last minute. But with this, you can get it done. So we are going to make little note cards with the Stampin' Up! Note cards and envelopes. Just decorate them. You can decorate them more. You can do what you want. But I'm also going to show you this cute gift bag. Here's my template for it. It's just a cute little gift bag. It uses 2 pieces of DSP. Fun and easy. You'll make this over and over again.
Is that a bag or a box?
It's a sack.
Okay then.
I don't know what it is. I don't know. But we will be here the 20th of every month with a set of videos. Please check out all the demos from all over the world and see what projects they made from the mini catalog. Okay, I'm going to start with the gift bag. And I did a lot of the work ahead of time. So Steve has some templates. Usually on my videos I give the measurements. Sometimes it's easier to hear the measurement and see it. But you're going to cut 2 pieces. So 2 in parentheses for me means 2 of them. 2 pieces of designer series paper of whatever you choose. And they measure 5 3/4 wide and 7 inches tall. So pick out 2. I did use 2 pieces. You don't have to be a perfectionist. But I did line it up so my stripes would match. Does that surprise you, honey?
You don't have to be a perfectionist, but if you want it to be perfect, this is how you do it.
In case you want to, this is a tip. So if you cut them out side by side, you can get perfectly matched stripes. Otherwise, use non-directional or whatever. Now, for the next graphic, Steve, we're going to score, and we're going to score across the top at 3/4 of an inch. And that folds down to show the cute Christmas trees. Now we're going to score 1 inch on both sides and across the bottom. And you're going to do that on both. 3/4 on whatever you want the top to be. So flip it over and see. That's how I picked out this paper. And then 1 inch on all 3 sides. Now you have the DSP. So like I said, super simple bag. Now on one of them, you're going to take your paper snips and you're going to cut out the bottom 2 squares. And then I did miter the corners a little bit. You know how you take just a little bit extra off. And then I got tear and tape and I put it across on one of the bags. So these 2 bags are going to fit together to be one bag. On the other one, everything's the same with the scoring. But on this one, I cut in the sides at the score line. And then I put tear and tape on the edge right here.
So you cut from the side up to the score line that's vertical.
Right. I started here and I cut in 1 inch to the score line on both sides. And then on the opposite side, I put tear and tape. It's hard to see in the picture. I put tear and tape up both of these sides. This is what's going to hold the bag together. So tear and tape down the 2 long sides, flip it over down the 2 short sides, and tear and tape across the bottom flap. That is it. Before I show you the rest, I'm going to show you all the supplies. So this is the tear tape. On the note cards, I use the So Sincere stamp set. This little Just For You, this is in the mini catalog that I just showed you. I use the Stylish Shapes circle to pop up the sentiment, and it's the second from the smallest circle is what I cut out.
Stylish
Just For
Shapes
You.
is pretty much your go-to, isn't it?
You know, I think it's a lot of people's go-to. And then this is also new in this mini catalog. It's called Snowflake Sky 3D. And that is what I used on the layer that I put on the front of the note cards. Okay, so back to this.
Oh,
Here
wait,
we are.
I didn't do the graphics. I was so enthralled listening to you.
Oh, it's okay. The graphics are for when I go through, so you're good. Go back. Yeah, this is what we did. Score the top, score the 3 sides. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the tear tape, these 2 strips. Have you seen me put together a gift bag like this before, Steve?
Not specifically like this.
Okay. So here is the score line on here. Like I said, it's a little hard.
So that's the one where
see.
you had snipped from the side.
That is snipped from the sides. And I'm going to lay this on here, and I want it to be right in the middle. Make sure it's where you want it, because tear tape is super strong. Okay, now I have this part done. So I am going to bring these flaps forward, and there's tear tape there, and I'm going to take off the tear tape on the little piece and on this long side. I find the U-Pick tool, is that what it's called? This tool that shall be named something.
You pick 2? It's kind of an ordering thing, isn't it? No.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's been a long day, so I can't tell you the exact name. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring it in and fold this side here like that. And then I'm going to bring this up, and this is going to be the front of the bag. So we want the corners square. We want all the things. And you know something? Now that I did that, I got ahead of myself on the video. I want you to glue this flap down on both sides. Just a little glue. Glue the Christmas trees down. That wasn't in my notes. I guess it was just common sense, right?
For you? Yes.
For me. Is it common sense for you, honey?
I wouldn't have thought to do it, but I was wondering if they were just gonna kind of be loose.
They were just going to hang out.
Like cuff your boots or something.
A lot of times you'll find Steve asking me questions, and I'm like, I didn't think about that. So, okay, here we are. We just took a little detour.
You can do it. You can do it.
It's funny. I don't know. I've been doing videos for a few years. I've never glued my project down to the placemat. There's a first time for everything, honey.
That's right. Hey, but that's why I think I like your videos, because you never quite know what's going to happen.
If it's going to be a train wreck or not. So I put that little flap up, and now that the Christmas trees are securely down, I'm just going to make this really square. And look at those stripes line up. That actually helped me. A little perfectionism might be good once in a while. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to pull off the tape. And you can put, you know, shred in the top of it. You can put, like, this kind of stuff.
Oh, I was wondering what you meant by shred.
Shred in the top of the box. You can put a ribbon and attach it. You can do whatever you want. Another thing that I do with a lot of mine is I put it in a bigger plastic sack and tie a bow at the top of that. So this is just the basic thing.
That guy needs to go on the inside.
Right. I want this to be the front, so it's going to nicely cover this side and this side. So this is going in. Little flap first. Line that up. And then line up these stripes so that everything is square. Look at that. I love it when a plan comes together. Now, for the note cards and envelopes, I did go ahead for the envelopes. I wanted it to look cute, and so I ran the flaps through the embossing folder just like this. Is it weird that I took the time to do that?
No,
honey?
I think that's a great detail.
Yeah. So when they get it, I don't know if you can see that on the camera.
Turn diagonal. There you go. Now they can see.
It's really pretty, trust me. And then what else? When you're doing, well, let's do the note cards. So the note cards, bought the note cards from Stampin' Up. They're 3.5 by 5. And then do I have, I'll just tell you what the layer is. The layers that I cut out of basic white are 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. And when I put them in the embossing folder, I put them near the top. If you look, there's less snowflakes up there. And I just thought it looked more interesting to have it more bare at the top and more snow as you get to the bottom. These little 1/4 inch strips, they were just left over from making the box. And I thought it was cute. So I added those. So I cut
the measurement again?
5 of these. For this layer, we're cutting 3 1/4 wide and 4 3/4 tall. And that just layers very nicely onto the note card. So before I did that, I took the strips and I just eyeballed them. And I glued them on. And the strips, some of them were longer, so I glued them on like this. And then I took paper snips and cut them off.
So it was 3 3/4 by 4 3/4, correct?
It is 3 1/4.
Ah! Disregard what's on the screen.
3 1/4 by 4 3/4. Okay? So here they are. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer these onto the note card.
It was going for extra credit for the measurement.
Extra credit.
Yeah.
Sometimes that messes up, doesn't it?
It does.
But we can do assembly line glue with this. How much do you want to bet something else is going to get glued to the placemat? Hopefully not. So I'm going to use my tweezers. Do you have the embossing set? I really like these tweezers.
You use those all the time.
Pick things up. Make sure you have the right side of the note card. And I'm just going to layer it on and center it. So this is really easy. Again, we're racing out the door to an event, right? So they have to be quick. Here's the next one. So when I made these, guess what I was thinking of, Steve?
What were you
Steve
thinking?
and I grew up in Iowa, in North America, and we've traveled all over Canada, United States, and Mexico, and the Caribbean. Never really gone to Europe or anywhere else. And we are going to Ireland. So when I speak to you next month, we'll have stories of our first trip to Europe.
Good stories.
We're going to Ireland. I did learn the other day the first 2 weeks in October will be rainy and windy and cold. And Steve got home from a trip and I told him that. He's like, I
still don't believe it.
What's the wind resistant umbrella for? I'm like, well, as a matter of fact.
Hey, wait, is that upside down?
I put it upside down because the way I picked up the card.
Just trying to help you.
No, but that was a good catch. Okay, so look at that. Lickety split. We have those on there. And then I looked at the colors of the stripes, and we have Pool Party, Blueberry Bushel. Oh, what's the name?
Green.
Sheeted Spruce, Granny Apple Green, and Lemon Lime Twist. So I have a circle in each of those colors. I heat embossed the sentiment in white.
Second smallest stylish circle die?
It is. And the stamp set is so sincere with just for you right there. And I'm just going to pop it up above here. Here's the Pool Party. But anyway, Irish and green. Do you see what I was thinking here?
I do see what you're going for now.
There's lots of green, 3 different colors of green on these cards.
So, yeah.
Maybe I should take this to Ireland and give it to, we're staying in bed and breakfast. We actually want to go to the pubs and the bed and breakfasts and meet the people. And we're more interested in seeing the culture than just tourist things.
Right.
So, I should take these and give them to someone while I'm there.
I have no doubt that one of the proprietors of Bed and Breakfast is going to bond with you, and you're going to want to give them something.
Okay, if you're a bed and breakfast, I guess maybe they're not watching. But you should be. And then you can say, hey, I want to be the one who gets that. So I have 5 little note cards and 5 envelopes. And I'm going to put it together. Okay, I'm being anal again. Green, blue, green, blue, green. There we go.
They've got to be in the right order.
Yeah. And before I go to Ireland, I will put it in a little bag and put a little bow up here. Maybe put for you on that. But isn't that sweet? This is something you can make over and over again. And I just thought it was super fun and wanted to share it with you. Again, it's all from the September to December 2023 Stampin' Up! Catalog. And if you'd like to come join us on Tuesday nights at 7 Central, we are always here. And even when we're in Ireland, we'll be here, right?
Yeah, we will.
We record our videos ahead of time if we're going to be out of town. But thank you for joining me today. Go ahead and hop to all the demos, projects, and have a wonderful time. I can't wait to see what everyone created. Again, thanks for joining us on the inaugural hop. See you next month. Bye-bye.
Bye.